Hi everybody, welcome. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about language service of OCI. So before we begin, guys, I will request everybody to like, comment, and share that video. So let's begin. So the agenda of this video is to understand about OCI language service. What are the key capabilities offered by language service? What are the use cases that we can execute by using the language service? And what are the various ways to access language service? So let's begin with the agenda. So first thing first, let's discuss about language service. As the name suggests, language. So you can provide the text in any language, and the language service can help you to analyze the text that you provide with a powerful translation engine which is built natively in the OCI. An engineer don't need to know the don't need to know about how it works. They simply provide the text and the service will analyze that text. So it analyzes vast amounts of unstructured text with ease, utilizing some pre-trained and custom models. So you don't need to have a knowledge on that data science. The engineer who don't have data science knowledge can use the language service as well with the help of the pre-trained model. When I say pre-trained model, there are some models which are pre-trained, and on top of that, you can customize your model. Maybe you wanted to use your maybe organization data set to do that analysis on your text. Maybe you are in the healthcare industry. So if you're in the healthcare industry, of course, and you will have a vast amount of data and you wanted to customize the pre-trained model and provide your own domain specific data so that the language service can provide the sentiment analysis and text classification and so on and so forth as per your data. So this service can do multiple things. It can do the sentiment analysis. It can extract the key phrases from the provided text. It can do the text classification from which subject that text belongs to, maybe government, some laws, maybe news, maybe industry specific that text speaks about. And it also I recognize the named entity, and it can detect your PII data, and it can do the translation as well from one language to another. Now, let's understand the key capabilities offered by language service. The first thing first is language detection. As the name says, language detection. You provide the text to that language service, whether it is in English, French, Japanese, it will detect in which language this text is provided. For example, I provide this text in English, and when you say analyze, it will detect, yes, the text is provided in English and it will give you that English. So it can recognize from more than 75 languages as of now. The next capability is like sentiment analysis. So like you are hearing, you are getting multiple emails about your product review and your service reviews, and then you wanted to analyze the sentiment of your customer, whether it is positive, negative, or neutral. So when you provide the text and say analyze, it will see the sentiment of the language so that you can respond over the email accordingly, and it help you to increase your business, and it helps the satisfaction of the customers as well. The next is key phrase extraction. It can identify the most talking points in your text. So, for example, you have given text. So it can extract the key phrases like parliament and state assemblies, apex court, Supreme Court lawyer. The most used keywords in the text. The next is named entity recognition. So it can identifies entities from the provided text such as people, places, organizations, date, etc. For example, you have provided a text, and in the text you have multiple. You have given the US, you have given India, UK. It will recognize it is the place. It can recognize the people. If you have given a name of that people in the text, it will say, yes, this is the guy. If you have given any date, it will recognize. For example, in the given text, it says day after. It is a daytime. Dubai is like a person name. Launched like an event. Supreme Court is like an organization. India is a location. Civil War is an event. Nishikant Dubey is a person. BJP is an organization. One is a quantity. Sanjeev Khanna is a person. So it is able to recognize those entities. The next is PII and PHH detection. It can detect your private information from the provided text and mask them or replace them and remove them from your text. Maybe you have provided a text. So you see, this is the input text that you have given, and it identifies the from say day after. Say it masks the day. Say name Sanjeev Khanna. Sanjeev Khanna is a personal information. So it masks Sanjeev and only give Anna. Like Dubey. Here you see Dubey, right? Nishikant Dubey. And then you can say R. Venkat Raman. And you can say here Dubey. So it is extracting the private information and masking them. But in case you wanted to replace with some other thing, you can do that. In case you wanted to remove this completely, that can be done as well. The next is text classification. It classifies text content into more than 600 categories. For example, from which content, from which subject that text belongs to. So this text that you have given, it belongs to government and laws government. If you have given something maybe like OCI or computer, it can detect, yes, it is related to the computer. So this is how the text can be classified into 600 categories. You see government and laws. The next is text translation. Maybe you want the text to be translated from English to French. So the language service can help you to achieve the same. From English, you provide the English and you choose the target language and it will convert from English to French. So it supports various languages as of now. So these are the key capabilities offered by the language service. Now let us understand some of the use cases of each one of the capability. For example, text classification. So the use case can be automatically categorize customer support tickets, reviews, or documents. You may have one common email box. And that common email box is used to send the support tickets, maybe reviews of your products and some documents. So you can read those emails and categorize them like whether it belongs to a support ticket, whether it is a review, whether it's a document, and then send it to a designated department so that support ticket can go to the support team, reviews can go to the review team, documents go to the billing team. Like a help desk system categorizes incoming emails into the billing or technical support or account management. The second for sentiment analysis, understand customers' opinion and emotions. Like it analyzes customer feedback. Maybe you have given a product you have launched a product and then you are doing marketing, right? Now you wanted to understand the analysis, you wanted to understand the opinion on the social from your customer. So you can get all the opinions via some integration, provide those opinions to this service, and then it will tell you whether the sentiment is positive, negative, or neutral. The next is named entity recognition. It identifies entities such as names, location, organization, or dates in the text. Like you are you are getting emails. From the email, you wanted to recognize this email came from which company and what is the transaction date, or you can say from which vendor and on which date. Or you can extract company name and transaction date from the legal documents or the contracts. The next is key phrase extractions. Identify the most important phrases or topics in a document. It summarizes like meeting transcripts by extracting key topics discussed so that you can do your actions accordingly. Maybe you have not attended the meeting and the meeting was of 2 hours. Of course, if you go through that transcript of 2 hours, it may take time. So better you provide this transcript. It will tell you on which topic the discussion was happened. Accordingly, you can prepare for the next call. The next is language detection. It automatically detects the language of the input text. So in a multilingual support, maybe you are getting emails in from a different states. Everybody speaks in a different language. So nobody understands every languages. So in a multilingual support system, route the request to the correct language speaking agent. For example, I am doing a call, right? I wanted to route the call to a agent who understand the same language from the customer. So these are the use cases of different capabilities. The last is the ways to access, how you can access the language service. One is, of course, REST APIs, which is most importantly and widely used. The second is OCI console. You have a playground that can be used to play with that service. Software development kits, like you can use Java language, Python, TypeScript, JavaScript. You have those SDKs available. And then command line interface. So these are the various ways using which you can use that language service. That's all. And I hope you find this interesting. If yes, please don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thank you. Bye.